Hi guys, this is Shaquita Graham from Loving the Black Man and MarriedWomen'sBusiness.com. I had to stop what I was doing and uh, come on here and do this video because someone that most of us love, Mr. Muhammad Ali, has passed. So I was devastated because he has been an amazing inspiration to me. And I just wanted to come on here and remember him before, just remember him as our own. I'll put it like that. So, to me, Muhammad Ali was everything. I mean, he was everything that the Black man is in all of his greatness. I mean, he was a lover and a fighter, not just in life in general, but as a way of life for his people. He loved his Black people. He loved being Black. That was what was, so compelling and inspiring about him. And it uplifted the confidence in us all when he would go out there and say that he was the greatest of all times. He believed in himself and all the magnificence that God intended when he was created as a Black man. And one of the quotes that I live with daily that I heard from Muhammad Ali was, to the world, you might just be somebody, but to somebody, you might just be the world. He was never afraid to speak his mind. And I just want to remember him by sharing some clips and some information about him and all his wonderful achievements and things like that. So, of course, these are well-known facts, but I'll talk about a few things and then go into some details that reflect his love for the Black community. He was born on January 17, 1942 in Louisville, Kentucky. He's a three-time heavyweight boxing champion. I want to read some things that were in a Atlanta Black Star article. They say Muhammad Ali was a paragon and a paradox, a brilliant fighter in the boxing ring, and a committed man to Black people's causes outside of it. America had not experienced anyone like him, a man of conviction who understood that his international platform was an entree to spread the word for equal rights for all. And I say even beyond equal rights, Black empowerment, which I love. So I just want to share my screen and play part of a clip from Muhammad Ali. Give me one second here. I just love hearing his voice. He's just an amazing inspiration.
Get out of boxing. I'm going to do all I can to help people. That's why I remember Johnny Walker. There's a poor man came all the way to America. There's a bunch of boys need some money, and somebody is calling me to help them. God is watching me. God don't praise me because I beat Joe Frazier. God don't give nothing about Joe Frazier. God don't care nothing about England or America as far as real wealth. It's all His. He wants to know, how do we treat each other? How do we help each other?
How do we treat each other?
I'm going to dedicate my life to using my name and popularity, helping charities, helping people, uniting people, bringing people bumping each other because of religious beliefs. We need somebody in the world to help us make peace. So
that's an example of just the awesomeness, the love, the care, the conscience of Muhammad Ali. He said that he wanted to dedicate his life to helping people. He wanted to see there be peace. And sometimes people think of peace just by as being a situation where you're just kind of kicking back and enjoying a freedom from any kind of conflict. But peace is achieved through confrontation many times, and he was never afraid to do that. Let me share another clip of Muhammad Ali speaking about his love for his people and his love for his Blackness. Share this really quick. 1 second.
And another thing, when you say integration, it comes on the intermarriage too, right? All right, in together. Right, sure. And I'm sure no intelligent white person watching this show, or no intelligent white man in his or her right white mind, on black boys and black girls marrying their white sons and daughters, and in return introducing their grandchildren as half brown, kinky-haired black people. And I'm sure I would object to that. Well, you wouldn't, but not a well, I'm sure and no, it's just what I'm trying to say is this. What I'm trying to say is this. You don't have it. You say you don't. You don't have it. They ain't gonna have it. You don't show it. You gotta say that. That's not true. Why would you want to do that? Because I don't have any different from you, see. Yeah, we much different. I mean, I think society's made us different. No, we're different. We all together. Society's made us different. No, not society. God made us different. No, we're just human beings. He made all of us. We all listen. Bluebirds fly with bluebirds.
Yes,
red birds want to be with red birds. Listen. Tell me when I'm wrong. Pigeons want to be with pigeons. Tell me when I'm right. We should have. They don't have intelligence, but yet they stay together. We should have more intelligence than them, right? Buzzards, bluebirds and the bluebirds, they all are birds, but they got different cultures. The eagles like to hang out in the mountains. The buzzard like to fly around the desert. The bluebird like to fly around the trees and the grass. There's problems a buzzard mating with a sparrow, isn't there? What? Right. We have the problems too. I don't see no black and white couples in England or America walking around proud holding their children. That's because society. And then going out. That's society's fault. I mean, we've got to educate people around it. Well, life's too short for me to be catching hell or something like that. I'd rather go and do my own. I have a beautiful daughter, beautiful wife that look like me. We're all happy and I don't have no trouble. I ain't that much in love with no woman to go through all that hell. Ain't no one woman that good. Understand? I understand, yeah. I do understand. I understand. I think it's sad that it ain't sad because I want my child to look like me. Every intelligent person wants his child to look like him. I'm sad because I want to blot out my race and lose my beautiful identity. Chinese love Chinese. They love the little snotted-eyed, pretty brown-skinned babies. Pakistanis love their culture. Jewish people love their culture. A lot of Catholics, they want to marry another Catholics. They want the religion to stay the same. Who want to spot up yourself and kill your race?
So there he is again, just talking about how important it is to love your blackness and to want to, procreate and can continue that blackness throughout your lineage. So that's just a few things that Muhammad Ali had to say. I mean, one amazing thing about him is that he would go to places like Harvard and, he would debate some of what they deem to be some of their greatest minds. Reading from Atlanta Black Star, they said that, he really changed the perception of Black men. They said when Ali changed his name from Cassius Clay, he infuriated and scared white America. Whites were uncomfortable. They called him racist because he called them racist, something that no boxer had ever done and has not done since. His religion switched to Islam and attachment to Malcolm X and the Nation of Islam, the organization led by Elijah Muhammad, scared them, which he embraced. His commitment was to speaking out on injustices, oftentimes doing so with no filter. He spoke around the world and at universities like Harvard with conviction, pride, and intelligence, even though there was a time as an adult when he could barely read. His strength and unwavering commitment to his core values helped to elevate the image of the Black man, whose voice had been muted by racially motivated hate and laws. That says it. That says a lot. There's so much more that can be said about him, but that says a lot. His commitment, his unwavering commitment to his core values helped to elevate the image of the Black man, whose voice had been muted by racially motivated hate laws. I love it. Muhammad Ali, I'll forever remember Muhammad Ali. We all know that he went to prison as a conscientious objector on religious grounds after refusing to enter the army and fight in the Vietnam War. He said, I I ain't got no quarrel with the Viet Cong, and that no Viet Cong ever called him the N-word. And he was immediately stripped of his heavyweight title and vilified by those who called him a draft dodger and worse. But he never flinched. That's amazing. He never flinched. I mean, he stood up for the truth. And I just believe that, you know, God honors that. And I definitely do. I love him. Let me share a screen shot of this picture of him. He's so amazing. I mean, and I say this about Muhammad Ali, but this is all of us, you know. This is all of our Black men. This is everything that we all can be. Standing by our convictions, standing by our Blackness, not being afraid. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. And that was Muhammad Ali. He didn't let fear stop him. He didn't even acknowledge fear. And one thing that was really cool that I learned about him, he had a book. Let me see. Let me find this, which is so amazing. He had a book. Let's see. Let me find this information. I'm sorry. All right. So his book called G.O.A.T, A Tribute to Muhammad Ali. It weighs 75 pounds and is covered in silk and Louis Vuitton leather. It has 795 pages and it's 20 by 20 inches and has 600,000 words and more than 3,000 images. G.O.A.T stands for greatest of all time. 10,000 were published. The first 1,000 were signed and sold for $7,500, and the other 9,000 sold for $3,000 each. Man, I wish I could get one of those. This is what I'm talking about. He knew that when God created him as a Black man, he was creating greatness. And he embraced that and walked in that. And that is what we as a Black community should take away from Muhammad Ali and his life. We were meant for greatness and we need to walk in it. Thank you for watching, Black people. All I have to say is Black first, and I love you. And right now, let's just remember our brother. Let's continue to love one another in his honor.